all of my infinite beings and friends. Welcome back to Infinite Wisdom. And today we're talking about failure and what that kind of entails. Now, I know when we think about failure, we think about something we didn't do. We think about something that you didn't get completed. We think about something that you felt that you could accomplish. And you think about something that should have went a different way than it did turn out. Usually those are the different meanings of failure. Feeling unaccomplished. Feeling like you haven't succeeded because you didn't do a certain thing, or you didn't complete a certain task, or you didn't say a certain word, or you reacted a certain way and that's not really how you wanted to, so you failed at the situation. And I know a lot of people, especially my infinite beings, we have a lot of trouble, and it may even just be more particular towards crystal children, but I know we have a lot more of mental issues where it comes to where we feel that because something didn't go our way, or it didn't end up how we thought it was going to end up, we feel like we failed because we had our chance and we didn't succeed. Okay. But what I want to say here is, do we really ever fail? You know, I know a lot of people, and if you feel like you fail at any point in time, it's all in your head. Because if you really think about it, you never really fail, right? You never fail. And a lot of people might say, well, Chum, what do you mean I don't fail? If I didn't succeed at something, then I failed. That's not true. The way I like to think about it is, if you didn't succeed, then you learned something. You learned how you could perfect that situation for the next time. You learned what didn't go right, so that for the next time, you will learn what will go right. When you have these moments of in a sense, it's really it's like you're downplaying yourself when you feel like you failed at something. When you feel like the word failure is the only word that you can use, it's only coming from inside. It's not something that someone else is telling you. It's not something else that is being displayed on a word board that's saying you're a failure, right? This is in high school, right? You don't get an F for failure, right? This is adulthood. We're adults now. And yes, when we were in school, failure definitely, it may have been an option for people who weren't as interested in school. People who didn't really like being in school. Yeah, failure was an option. But as you grow up and as you become adult, failure is never an option. It's always the action that you take after that failure that changes everything. If you still have times where you feel that you failed, instead of noticing that this is an opportunity for you to learn something that you didn't notice before, right? Whether it's you being at a job and you failed to get your project in on time, right? That's telling you that maybe you need better time management, right? Or you failed at an attempt to talk to someone, right? Maybe that's telling you that you need to maybe communicate differently, right? Or whether you're in a relationship, right? Maybe that's telling you that maybe you shouldn't have reacted that way that time. Maybe that wasn't the correct or appropriate action that needed to be taken in order for the situation to transpire the way that it did. And again, this is always something that tends to linger in our minds, right? But again, this is not something that someone particularly is saying in front of you, right? Yeah, sure, some people may say it in the background, but that doesn't matter, because what's here in front of you is a lesson, right? Nothing ever is going to go your way, because this is life. Life makes the decisions. The universe makes the decisions. They tell us when to go, when we shouldn't go. They let us know. And you know, if we decide to go besides our thoughts or our intuitions or whatever we've done, right? We put ourselves in those situations to fail, or to say that we failed, right? You know, when you don't try enough, or you don't try everything that you can in order to succeed at your task, that's when you can start saying, yeah, you know, I failed, right? But when you start saying, yeah, I failed, instead of, yeah, I just learned from this, that's where you know that you have a negative mindset about how you're thinking. You have a negative mindset about the things that you've done in your life and about what's transpired. Because I want to tell you guys, all of my infinite beings and all of my friends, that you never fail. You never fail. The only way you don't fail is if you don't try. You never fail at an attempt. Because you can have 50 more attempts. That just really just means that you just learn 50 different ways to not do something, or you learn 50 ways to do something, whether you succeeded or not. And maybe it was just one small thing to that little puzzle that could have just been changed, right? Maybe if you would have talked to someone, right? Getting a little bit of an advice, right? Asking those questions, right? When you feel like you're stuck in the middle of something, instead of, you know, being self-centered or stubborn to where you don't want to ask for help or any of those different things, just maybe that one time that you did ask for help with whatever you needed to do, maybe that one time would have given you success, right? But if we keep still thinking about how we failed instead of how we've learned, we will never succeed in life. We will never understand what we need to succeed in life. We will never understand how to fix that issue next time, right? We'll never understand how to work through that situation next time, or we'll never understand on how I should have negotiated that deal a little better. We will never understand that until we learn that everything that happens is for a lesson to be learned, guys. All right, guys. Now, y'all know I can go on and on and on and on. But I'm going to leave that right there for you. Okay? All right, guys. Peace, love, and happiness.